Welcome everyone. Why Americans should switch to the metric system. The U.S. already uses the metric system and the American system on our day-to-day basis. But our way of life is built and dependent on the English measuring system. The purpose today is to persuade Americans on why we should not switch to the metric system. Why fix what is not broken? An article by John Marciano on CNN.com. Try cutting an orange or a pizza into 5 or 10 slices. It will not come out equally. So the two of the most basic fractions that we use is the third and the fourth. 1/3, 1/4. So the English measuring system ensures the American employment. That's why you guys should know why we should not change over to the metric system, especially in the industrial areas. Having pride in the most independent nation is what lured me to this topic. My research entailed of established news sources and testimonies from scientists and mathematicians. The main topics that we're going to talk about today is about confusion, financial, and conversion. Let's begin with our daily application for confusion. It would be confusing, especially to our kids and basically our old school adults that have grown up in the English system. So it'll be very confusing trying to switch over from metric to the English measuring system over to metric. Also found in an article by Lisa Thompson in sciencing.com. We use the item that we use in our kitchen is all English measuring system, like our measuring cup here. And majority of all our tools that we use is already converted over to the metric system. A lot of our cups, like right here, we have our 1/3 cup, and we have our tablespoon, our 1/2 tablespoon. We also use the teaspoon. So for references, we would have to use a lot of quick references and change over, and it take years and years just to weed out the English measuring system. All right, so now that we talked about confusion, into the financial, an article by Zach Guzman on CNBC.com. NASA put out that it'll probably take over $317 million to convert our English measuring system over to metric. Very expensive, especially in our food department. We would have to convert a lot of our food, our canned items, perishable food, over into the metric system. A lot of our Patrick products, same thing. We would have to convert a lot of our vehicles also from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. Same thing with the financial, just like I said with the kitchen tools. So a lot of our 2-set kits also comes along with the English system. Where right here we got 13 millimeter and we got a 3/8 right here. So it's the same thing, so there's no need why we got to switch over because we kind of know both systems. All of our horizontal earth moving equipment, a lot of our vertical equipment would have to be converted over. But now that we've talked about that, let's go over to conversion. A lot of things that we would have to convert over, especially in our engineering department. Like I said, a lot of our tools that we have, especially the equipment, going from gallons to liters, going from like a piece of plywood, a 4x8. Now you got to convert that over to the metric system. A 2x4 seems saying so on and so forth. Especially measuring tapes, right? Construction work, our roads and airfields, all our vertical work. Especially at civil engineering, it probably take 50 to 100 years just to convert over to the metric system because it was created mainly for the American system. Now that I've concluded about and talked to you guys about why Americans should not switch over to the metric system, I hope that I persuaded you guys by some of the main topics that we talk about, how confusing it would be, how expensive it would be, and conversions of the equipment in everyday life. Presenting these facts of hardships should persuade you of why we should not convert over to the metric system. We are bilingual in measuring system, just like languages. Americans have to learn 2 of the measuring systems while with English and the metric, while others in the world have to only learn 1. All right, thank you.